This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Wednesday, November 13th. I'm here with Stephanie, Brandon, Erica. I'm Jeff. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey. Glad to be back with you all. Glad to be back.
We're glad to have you back.
That was very heartfelt.
You caught me off guard there for a second.
All right, man.
I had something going on in my mind.
All right, well, get your head in the game because I'm about to make fun of you.
All right.
The world has a new sexiest man alive, and Brandon, it's not you, buddy.
Welcome back, Brad.
Welcome back.
Where's the confetti?
It's John Legend, and John says he was confused, but he appreciates it. But is there some kind of conspiracy going on here? John is the third judge on The Voice to be named sexiest man alive after Adam Levine, of course, and Blake Shelton. What's going on?
Sexy ladies first.
To me, it's not a conspiracy. If anything, I think that maybe The Voice does really great market research and understands what the audience likes. The Voice has been doing well for quite some time, so clearly they know they're not doing it on accident. But I think it's weird that people are coming down so hard on John Legend being the sexiest man alive. Sexiness is very subjective. Extremely subjective.
I kind of agree with Erica there because I feel like in 2019 it's not the same sexy. It's not the same take your shirt off, show the pecs type of thing.
What about what's he doing right there?
I think but he's got the B London the 3 buttons down. I had to button up a little bit today, but you know, can we go back to the one where he's in the pool? That's a nice picture right there, except the faces he's making, that's a little weird, but the one where he's in the pool, like his mind, people like his mind. Sapiosexual, like sexuality is a big thing now. Yeah,
to me that just means you don't have six-pack.
That's classy.
Let's be real, he's cute, but he ain't that cute. He's not like the world's sexiest man cute. Has he got a lovely voice? Yes. Is he a head-turner? Yes. But the sexiest man alive? I think not.
But his mind could be sexy.
Then how come no scientists are winning?
Let's be honest, we don't know what his real mind is like. We see what his PR and publicist and he's told to portray himself like.
He's got an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony.
So?
Oh my God. I don't know if it gets more sexy. He has a beautiful family. He loves his wife. He is incredibly talented. He's successful. Are
we talking about me?
That is sexy. Jeff is 2020, sexiest man alive.
He's wonderful.
He's good, but you're right. I don't know, sexiest man alive. And there's something going on with 3 people from The Voice winning. It's called your publicist.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, guys. Kelsey Grammer is putting his ex-wife Camille on blast. You got to watch this new interview.
You know, so much of her life is spent talking about me. I just think it's sort of pathetic. The day of my mother's funeral, my previous, my third wife, started to tell me, oh, you know, I'm out of this, I'm out of here. Again, you know, I want a divorce, blah, 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 blah. And I realized at that moment that I was done with her.
Wow. Wait. You watch Housewives. Does she blast him on the Housewives?
Oh, he's a major topic of conversation. Here's the thing, though. I believe him, but I also believe her. I think they were awful to each other. That's the reason why it's important that if you are in a marriage and you're being awful to each other, trying to destroy each other, it's probably just time to call it. But she's had a lot of things to say. Listen, the first season, it was so awkward. He was living with another woman in New York. That came out. It was very apparent. So I think it's weird that he's just now saying something. It's just odd. But I do believe him, but I believe her.
What I find more odd is, when did Fraser get so old?
Wow.
Let's be
dang.
real.
It's called life, Stephanie.
Well,
You
when?
know why? Because you probably haven't seen him in a while. I thought the same thing, but we haven't
Like, when
seen
I
him
look
in
at
a
that
while.
picture of him and her together, I don't know if we've still got it. Can we pull it up? He did not look the same Frasier in that picture.
Because that's
He did
probably
not.
when he was on TV.
They've been divorced for like 7 years, and they haven't even seen each other or spoken, which is very interesting.
Well-
but he's probably like a good 10.
Well, 3
15?
divorces doesn't suit him. That's all I'm saying.
You don't think he's a good-looking older man?
I think he is, but he was. I mean, I don't know what's happened, but he doesn't look like in that picture. He doesn't look like Frasier. He looks not so fabulous, does he?
And he's not
Brandon,
sexiest
you
man
haven't
alive.
been here this week. Steph's been like
She's on a
grilling
roll.
everybody.
Well, how is this woman famous?
Who?
The
Camille
woman.
Grammer?
Yeah, how is she famous?
Because of him.
Because of Frasier, right?
Yeah.
So now.
Stop calling him Frasier.
But
Kelsey
that's how we
Kelsey
know
Grammer.
him. That's how we know the
Frasier.
guy
He'll
that
always
created
be
Girlfriends and The Game. Remember that show, The Game? Great show. But he said in an interview one time to Piers Morgan how it was kind of a parting gift, how he got her the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erica, and now it kind of it's biting him in the back because all she's doing is using it as an opportunity to throw his name in the
Okay,
mud
first of all-
and to stay kind of relevant.
Listen.
Welcome back, Brendan London.
Listen.
She's trying to stay relevant
It's-
by using his name. Do
Listen.
something with your life, lady. Like, do something.
I don't think that was a parting gift at all. What that was a setup.
Ooh.
Exactly what I said before. I believe him, but I believe her. I believe that Camille, because Camille did not come off very well, especially season 1, and she's had her times where she has not come off very nice at all. But I think that he's saying that she had become very mean-spirited, and that was a setup so people would see her how he saw her.
All right. Coming to agreement? Sort of.
Ish.
All right, ish. All right, all right.
We're working on it.
All right, guys. Like most of us, Kate Beckinsale had a terrible first kiss. She recalled the experience with James Corden. Let's take a look.
I was a really militant vegetarian at the time, and he'd just eaten like a meat lover's pizza. I thought kissing was more of like a sort of dry experience, and as it was happening I realized, oh, there's all that kind of wetty activity inside the other person as well, with lots of bits of sausages in as well. So I called my mum. I said, I need to go home now. I've had a horrible experience with some meat.
That I feel her pain.
Really?
No one wants to kiss a man or a woman, for any matter, that's just stuffed their face full of meat feast pizza. I don't appreciate
Meat
that.
feast pizza?
Meat
No,
lovers.
that's where meat feast, meat lover, meat away, whatever. It's pizza. It's disgusting.
Well, how about, taking a drink of water first?
Yeah, but it's still there. That it's kind of like this fake meat, isn't it? It's not real meat. It's not like you've gone out for a steak. It's this mushed up gunk that they shove together and then put it on the pizza that's made out of God knows what.
Question.
So, like, a glass of water, darling, isn't going to help that breath.
Question: if you got
Wow.
if you kissed a guy and you got some meat in your mouth, do you like spit it out right there in
That's
front of him, or do you swallow it?
disgusting.
Who gets
to
anything
be
What
nice?
the hell?
Do
Who
you-
is passing meaty saliva to
I don't
one
know.
another?
Her. She just said it.
No, she was very disturbed by that experience. She clearly didn't like it.
Brandon, would you give her a meat kiss to be her first kiss?
To be her first, yeah, she looks good, but
She's
my first.
Why do you play it like she doesn't look good?
She's not my type.
She's
but
not your
She's
type?
anyone's
She's not my
type.
type. She's pretty. I obviously think she's pretty, but she's not my type in terms of what I think is sexiest woman alive. But I can tell the story,
Brandon.
Erica.
She is disgustingly beautiful.
In high
Brandon.
school,
Come
when I
on.
first got my braces, I got braces in high school. My first kiss when I had braces, I like pricked the girl's like lip and like it got caught and stuff like
Oh,
that. So that was a little.
Yeah,
That was
I've
a
been on the
little weird.
receiving end of, not yours, but somebody else's. It happened during church camp, so I always thought that maybe it was God's punishment.
Kissing during church camp?
It was this guy, his name was Tori. Sorry, Tori. I don't know why I said his name.
Put him all
anyway,
Be on blast. Tori, you
Anyway.
be eating meat feast pizzas.
he had braces, and he gave me like a split lip right here from the braces. And ever since then, I was like, God is punishing me for kissing Tori at the church camp.
You're all forgiven.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's all good. All right, guys, imagine finding out your relationship is over in an email. That's what happened to former vice presidential nominee Sarah Palin. She and her husband Todd are in the process of getting a divorce. Let's listen.
You found out that your husband was filing for divorce from his lawyer.
I did.
He did not even tell you.
I did. I found out from an email from an attorney saying that she was hired, and that was on June 19th. I'll never forget it. And then on Todd's birthday, a week after our 31st anniversary, is when he filed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not easy to talk about.
Did it?
But it's not over yet.
Was it devastating?
It was devastating. I thought I got shot.
Good question. Was it devastating? No. Good question, guy. Anyways, Erica, you've been very open with your divorce. Do you mind if I ask you how that initiated?
Well, it was during therapy.
See, that's a better place
Which
for it.
I honestly, I think we both felt really good about, because we had exhausted all of our options to know that it was better to just be apart. But yeah, I think that, again, like, people are so, a lot of times it comes down to numbers. You'll hear people that are like, we've been together for 15 years, 20 years. And I'm like, well, how many of them are happy? That's what I'm really interested in.
Wow.
So if it's a situation where you know that you have grown apart and you're never going to come back together, then why are you torturing each other? In terms of it being over or not being over, I think that it's pretty clear that it is, that they've been holding on to the situation for quite some time. For someone to disrespect you on something that is so sensitive, I would say that would be over. Even if they came back, I would have a hard time accepting that.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of dumped someone over an email before.
Oh, you have?
Kind of. It wasn't like mega
What do you mean, kind of? Did you or didn't you?
Well, I just was like, these are all the reasons why it's not working out, and I did send it via an email to their work email, which they really did not appreciate. But I didn't have their private email address. I mean, what was it to do?
You sent it to a work email?
Yeah.
During work hours?
And he was like, my PA totally read that.
And they were at work? So they're like grinding through the day, and then now
No,
they
it was
get
actually
broken
their
up with?
evening. It was actually their evening. But I just wanted it done, and I just wanted it read as soon as possible.
And you're laughing about it?
I'm not. I'm laughing at Jeff's face because I know how bad it is. Look, it wasn't
I'm just
like
trying to-
I wasn't in a long-term serious
I
relationship.
co-sign.
I'm just trying
I
to fit in-
co-sign the email. It wasn't a marriage.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Life goes on. There's Hinge,
All right.
Bumble.
I wish you nothing
Tender.
but meat, fist, feasted kisses.
I was trying to fit that in too. DBL is live, and two of the biggest stars around are on DBL. We're talking to Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. They're reuniting the first time since Friends 20 years ago. What took them so long? And my man Justin Bieber might have a new album coming. Stephanie Jones gives us the details next on Meat Feast Wednesday. I got
This November, escape the winter with a luxury included Caribbean vacation to Sandals Resorts. Watch Daily Blast Live every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night escape for two. The winner will be announced on DBL November 26th. Stop dreaming and start entering for your chance to win the trip of a lifetime.
What's up, DBL? So, DBL Nation, you have any weird breakup or breakup stories?
No.
You do,
So,
you don't want to
yeah, I got one. So my last relationship was in 2014, and she was living in New Jersey. I was living in Montreal for Canadian football season. Everything was great. Everything was cool. She'd come up, visit, all that good stuff. So when the season ended around Thanksgiving, I went back to New Jersey, and this is around that time where I'm like, I got to find an apartment and all that in New York and all. So I stayed with her for a week. And like one of the days, like I was out, and I left my Canadian phone at the house, and it was broke. But she went and found some sort of charger for a special charger she found, and she went in it. And she went back to Facebook messages from back before we were even officially together. She went back like 1.5 years, 2 years, and I come back home 5 in the morning. I've been out with my friends, and I get the key. I'm like, because she locked the top lock. I'm like, why would she lock the top lock? And I'm sitting there calling her, and it's 5 in the morning. And she's like, she's on the phone, she's out, and she's like, I read the messages and blah, 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 blah. And then she came home, and I ended up staying at Howard Johnson for 4 days, bro, looking for a hotel.
So what happened? Wait, I missed the end.
So that was the breakup.
So wait, she answered the door at 5 in the morning?
She didn't answer it. She was out.
locked him out.
She locked me out. And I'm like, my stuff is in there and all. So then she came. I was sitting down. I was out there.
November in Jersey.
I was chilling. I was chilling for like 2 hours. She got in at like 7 a.m. because she was like a bottle girl go-go dancer.
It seems like a healthy relationship.
And then she came, and then she was like, no. And then I was like, what's wrong? And she threw me the broken phone. I'm like, and she's like, really?
Welcome back to DBL. It's What Up Wednesday, where I fill you in on all the hot celebrity gossip. So let's head on over to our What Up World map, where our first stop is LA, where Demi Lovato has found true love again. The 27-year-old singer made it official on Instagram today. Here's what Demi posted online: a black and white mirror selfie of her shirtless beau. I mean, who could this tattered mystery man be? Well, his name is Austin Wilson. He's 25 years old, and believe it or not, he's a model. Something tells me he likes tattoos and occasionally has that lovely pink hair. Well, here's what's up. Sorry, not sorry, but this is not the type of lad I'm rushing home to meet my granny. But as long as he supports Demi and keeps her in good company, then I say congrats to the happy couple, but maybe get some hair dye. Our next stop is in Beverly Hills, where it's more bad news for Tori Spelling. Yeah, the actress is in a bit of tax trouble. When I say a bit, I mean $1.1 million worth of trouble. That's the amount she owes in state taxes, according to Radar Online. I mean, yikes. I shudder to think about what her federal taxes look like. So, here's what's up. If you're upset about the end of the 90210 reboot, maybe this will help, because I guarantee that Tori is more upset, especially since you need more than one season to pay off those kind of taxes. And we're staying in LA for this last stop. I have the long-awaited answer to the question on everyone's mind today. Is Justin Bieber trying to trademark the phrase R&Bieber? We're all wondering, right? Well, whether you lot care or not, the answer is yes. This is all because the Biebs is about to drop an R&B album. So, could the album be this title? I mean, what's next? Trademarks for Justin Bieber? Or maybe he'll try snag the trademarks for Sigourney Bieber? Jeff, quite the reaction. You're a Bieber man. What's going on with you, lad?
I say all of the above. Go for it, Biebs. You the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously? R&Bieber?
That's genius.
Actually, I really like that.
Wait, well then you're gonna like R&B London.
Listen, that was good, man. That was good. I was giving it to you. Great job, Steph.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank you,
Did you like the
guys.
reactions?
Oh, you guys make me full of joy every time.
We'll be right back, guys.
Do you have Medicare? Listen.
Welcome to Fast Blast Entertainment Edition, where I give you some headlines you might have missed. So let's get started with Elton John, who seems to be having a hard time saying goodbye. He just added several more dates to his farewell tour, which is going to go on till next year. And having seen his last show a few months ago, I get it. I get why it would be tough. He's an amazing performer, and you can tell he loves what he does, so it'd be tough to let go. And as one tour ends, another begins. Camila Cabello is getting back on the road. She has a new album in the works too. It's called Romance, and it comes out December 6th. No word if Shawn Mendes will be making an appearance, because I can't even remember the last time they were seen apart. Now, do you get stressed out in traffic? Adele may be the answer for that. Scientists in Brazil did a small study, and they found that the piano in her songs helps people calm down while they're behind the wheel. They call it a release of cardiac stress. Now, I'm not so sure about that, but what is your go-to car music, DBL Nation? I want to know. And that's it for the headlines. See you next time.
This November, DBL is better than ever. We're talking with the father of school shooting victim, Kendrick Castillo.
You know, he was my best friend, and he was the love of his mother's life.
A woman finds out her mother's fertility doctor may be the father.
I'm thinking my dad is not my biological father.
Meeting a transgender mountain climber determined to conquer the world.
Took the risk of becoming my authentic self.
And unraveling mysteries in our true crime chronicles. And that's just the beginning of what's happening on Daily Blast Live this November. We never stop talking about what you're talking about. Today's Sandals word of the day is camera.
Welcome back to DBL. Superstar duo Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon star in the new drama, The Morning Show. The Apple TV series gives an inside look at the cutthroat world of morning news while shining a light on the Me Too era. I caught up with Jennifer and Reese on what it's like to work together again after 20 years on this Chatting with the Stars. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on Daily Blast Live.
Thanks for having us.
Now, our boss used to executive produce Good Day LA for 17 years, and she says the morning show is beyond authentic.
Don't you ever question my integrity in my own house again.
So it begs the question, was there an inside source?
You know what, Erica, you'd think there was, but I gotta tell you, I think our writer is just a little bit psychic. Because honestly, we stopped filming in May. Stuff has come out in the last couple of months with Ronan's book.
But I will say that she did a ton of research of things that were already in the news. So there's a lot of very topical stuff.
But Reese, I have to ask you, I recently binged your talk show Shine On and tweeted you gratitude for this template on bravery.
Thank you.
Yes, telling women that the waters will be unpredictable but worth it. Then you gift us with the role of Bradley Jackson. Now, if Bradley was a real person, why would she be so important in today's climate?
I think it's really this question of what is journalism and why is the press important? And we're seeing that every day play out on the news. When news outlets are really struggling to find the truth in all the noise and also being really taken to task over their politics and the way that they're treating men and women inside of their own industries.
Right. I really appreciate Bradley because she would fit in so well on our panel at Daily Blast Live. Just the idea of just that true confidence of truth telling and point of view. I'm obsessed with it. Now, Jennifer, viewers saw the Me Too era unfold in real time, so we feel like we're a part of it, and we trust you to take us through, and we believe you so much in this role. When filming, how many decisions were based upon news reports versus your artistic vision?
I mean, I think it was a melding of the two. The adrenaline was incredible, and it was also, I thought, written so beautifully, and I did feel, after watching God knows how many moments of this on actual television as we were watching it, you know, happen live, and also feel the pain of this person and the loss that they're experiencing in a small window of time that they have to digest the news, write out what they're going to say to America, and also to have to compartmentalize their own emotions about it. It was quite a task.
Now, we both played sisters on Friends almost 20 years ago. What took so long to work together again?
Waiting for the right thing to come
also,
along.
I don't know if you noticed, they didn't make a whole lot of movies with two girls.
Yes, that's so true.
Two women in them. So it took time for women to get to a place where we got to produce our own material with a lot of frequency and the budgets we need to bring a story like this to life.
Yeah.
This just wouldn't have been possible 7 years ago.
Well, we appreciate the reunion. Thank you so much, Jennifer and Reese.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Dropping temperatures cue a need for what's cozy and comforting. That means a call for mac and cheese, chili, or maybe an apple crisp when the weather turns. Even Google searches for comfort food recipes start to spike as the seasons switch. So is colder weather to blame for cravings? Let's verify, turning to UGA's Dr. Emma Lang.
Colder weather can trigger biological changes that make us want to eat more. When the temperature drops, it's natural that we would crave foods that would provide us warmth. Oftentimes the foods that we choose in the winter months are higher in added sugars and fats than what we would typically consume.
And the cooler temperatures can affect hunger in more ways than one.
Our cues for staying hydrated are also altered in colder temperatures, and being dehydrated could actually lead to feelings of hunger.
Lang says fewer daylight hours can also lead to extra snacking. As a result, we can verify the colder weather plays a role in how we want to fill our plates, but there's other factors too.
We have an abundance of holidays and celebrations and sporting events that are centered on food, and these alone can impact our eating habits.
So before you hunker down with your favorite comfort food just because it's cold out, know that's not the sole culprit.
The cravings that we have are guided by our physiology and psychology and the environment around us. This isn't always a bad thing if our diet is otherwise balanced, we stay hydrated, and get plenty of exercise.
Hey Beauty Blasters, it's that time of the week where we all have to start thinking about our beauty decisions. Yes, the beauty police are out, honey, and we're here to make sure that you're not looking too crazy when you're out and about. Someone has to tell you. Now, I'm Jeray for the Slay, or Jeray Banks, and today we're talking about the wrong difference between drag lashes and everyday lashes. Yes, my friend, there is a huge difference. Now, with that being said, you might be asking yourself, do I even wear lashes? If you don't wear lashes, this conversation is not for you, but stick around because you might be able to help a friend or a cousin later on. Now, most recently, I've seen this video go around, and it's this woman on a roller coaster, and she's having the time of her life, but her lashes are flashing up and down like two seagulls in the wind, honey. Yes, and it's so crazy to me because it got me thinking, why do people wear lashes this big? Like, where are you going like that, sis? There's a big difference between wearing like a pair of Ardell wispy lashes that are going to be longer, elongate, give you that diva-esque look, and putting on a pair of 301s that you borrowed from your drag queen cousin and she kind of left them at the bathroom sink when she was getting all de-dragged. It's just a whole nother life, you know? Now, if you're kind of thinking, are my lashes too big? They most likely are, but don't worry, I have a couple of lash techniques and lash tips that I have for you. Make sure you're getting a pair of lashes that actually complement your eye shape. If you have more of an almond eye shape, have something that's going to lift and open your eye. If you have more of a round eye shape, maybe have something that's going to pull and exaggerate your eye shape up and out. These lashes will definitely help to make sure that you're going to be looking fierce and not frightening. There's a big difference. Oh, now with that being said, I want you guys to send in your pictures of you and your favorite lashes or a pair of your favorite lashes and let me know, do you think they're too big or are you wearing them just right? Right back at me at Jeray for the Slay or right here at Daily Blast Live, and we might air what you're looking like right down below. We'll see you guys soon for the next Beauty Blast.
Shout out to Rob, our camera guy. Fancy. Is my mic on? There it is. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Erica, sorry, Rob, you missed your shout out.
Yes. Stephen George says the Stephometer is turned all the way up to 10.
All the way up. Oh, it's been this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I was like, okay.
Oh, then Tammy Gibson says he's gotten older, Steph. Wait until you get older. You won't look the same either.
I saw that comment, Tammy Gibson. You're right. I can't even deny it's true.
But Tammy also says, I agree with you, Erica, about John Legend being sexiest man alive. Now, I just said that he was sexy, and sexy subjective.
Yeah. I mean, Tammy, I'll tell you what. Tammy speaks the truth.
So you didn't, she just said not alive.
Tammy speaks the truth.
Well, my husband's the sexiest man alive to me.
Oh, there you go. Good answer. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Bye.
I had nothing.
you.